Thank you, Your Excellencies, the Assistant Minister for Agriculture, Deputy Head of Delegation for the European Union, Permanent Secretaries, key stakeholders of the sugarcane industry, ladies and gentlemen. Hon.Voreqe and a very good morning to you all. This is an important, very important gathering. The first time we've held a workshop on the sugarcane industry involving not only government ministries but also stakeholders in the non-government sector. So I'm very pleased as both the Minister for Sugar and Prime Minister to say a few words at the outset about some of the issues we need to canvass. The fact that we have brought together everyone with a stake in the industry recognizes a very important principle that no one can operate in isolation. We need a holistic approach to resolving the issues the industry faces in the lead up to 2017, when, as you all know, we will lose the current access we have to the European Union, with all that entails for the industry and for the sugarcane farmers. What happens in the next 2 years will, in many ways, determine the future viability of our industry in Fiji. And as I've said, and I continue to say, only by working together in a very methodical and focused manner, we're going to be able to meet these challenges. Among you in this room are representatives of government and of non-government entities, and of course key figures from the industry itself. We're also joined by representatives of the European Union, and I want to thank them for their input, as well as the development assistance being provided by the EU to help us through this extremely testing transition. We need a holistic approach from both the public and private sectors of the economy, because only through acting in concert can we resolve the issues before us. The sugarcane industry, as you all know, is at a crossroads where its survival and future sustainability depends on us, all of us, putting our heads together and mapping out a clear path forward. In essence, this is the objective of our gathering here this morning, and it is impossible to overestimate the importance of the task before us. As I've always said, and I always continue to say, we need to consistently appraise, assess and review our systems and procedures to ensure that they deliver the best possible result of the industry and the 200,000 Fijians whose livelihoods depend on it. And if we don't, we will find ourselves being swamped by events and could easily fail the ordinary Fijian women who are looking to us for answers. I, for one, am not prepared to let them down. For too long, successive governments left sugar to fend for itself, and they failed to modernize, failed to reinvest. They took it for granted that there would always be buyers for sugar, when the Fijian sugar, that is, when the truth is we need to be efficient enough to compete with sugar producers the world over. I've said it before, and I'll say it, had it not been for my government's comprehensive reform program since 2008, the Fijian industry would have collapsed. But because of those reforms and the cooperation and assistance of all of you, we have turned the industry around and given it a fighting chance. We have seen some very positive outcomes in recent times, but I want to warn you all and warn the nation that we cannot allow these positive results to delude us into being complacent. We need to ensure that these results are sustainable and work as hard as we can to maximize our chances of keeping the industry in a healthy state. And with it, of course, also ensure the continuing health of the Fijian economy. We have moved from the delayed report reform agenda in 2011 and 2012, and are midway through implementing the industry strategic action plan 2013 to 2017. The activities of the 6 priority areas, 6 priority groups in the industry need to be revamped in the lead up to the 2017. We now only have 29 months before the EU sugar quota expires on 1st October 2017. We need to make every single month count in our collective effort to ensure not only the survivability of our industry, but to cement a sustained future, more efficient, more efficiency, more diversification, more attempts to secure new markets, more hard work on the part of everyone. I would want every person in this room to see themselves as custodians and protectors of the future of every single Fijian dependent on this industry. If we can be smart and expend maximum effort, this is the battle we can win. And with the support of every single one of you, that is what I intend to do. Quite apart from the issue of the reduction in the price of sugar, which we have no control, of course, we urgently need to address issues on the domestic front that we can control, such as the cost of farming and the cost of milling. We need to explore all avenues to contain costs, a challenge not only peculiar to Fiji but to every sugar-producing country across the world. This includes agro inputs such as labor, preparation, seed cane, fertilizers, weedicides, and of course insecticide. The high cost of harvesting and transportation is also a pressing issue, as is the continuing need to improve the performance of our mills. Our mills are where we've seen some impressive improvements in performance over the last 5 seasons. From a TCD, the ton cane per ton sugar, figure of 13.5 to 1 in 2010, we've moved to 8.1 to 1 in 2014. The Fiji Sugar Corporation deserves great credit for this result, of course, especially given the challenges we faced. But we still need to improve the ratio further to improve our competitiveness in the world market and ensure the viability of our industry. As well as examining ways to reduce our costs, we also need to improve productivity and raise our level of efficiency, again, both in the fields and at our mills. And I repeat, we need a holistic approach involving everyone in the room this morning, our sugar technologists, mill engineers, sugar scientists, and researchers, field personnel, and farm advisors. Fertilizer experts and blenders, industry experts, in a range of advisors. And I know all of you are committed to meeting the challenge we face. And I ask all of you to focus on fresh and innovative ideas about how we can collectively get our industry through 2017 and beyond. I'm proud of the achievements we have made by working together thus far. But I'm proud of what we have done to extend the expiring leases to our farmers, especially the Cebu. The Committee on Better Utilization of Land has done a remarkable job here, successfully renewing 81% of expiring leases at the end of 2014, compared to a dismal 43% in 1997. I'm also proud of our efforts to diversify the industry and give our farmers the ability to earn alternative and complementary income so that they are able to withstand fluctuations in the sugar price. And I again want to thank the European Union for working with our Ministry of Agriculture on this particular endeavor. In closing, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, let me also repeat, I have a fundamental belief in the future of Fijian sugar. I took the portfolio of minister because of this belief, and I'm committed 100% to the task before us. Everyone in this room has the hopes of the 200,000 Fijians dependent on sugar on their shoulders. They are looking to all of us to give them secure futures. We must not let them down. We will not let them down, and that is the message I want to leave with you as you begin this workshop. And I have great pleasure in declaring it open, and I wish you all well in your deliberations. Vinaka, thank you.